Hi guys, you have learned how to create Bezier shapes. In this lecture, you are going to learn how to animate them and how to morph Bezier shapes. I will show you. It's very simple and very easy. Now I'm gonna stick to simple graphics. The purpose here is to make you understand the concept and how to work. It's not about creating something complicated where you will get lost during the lecture. So we'll keep it simple, we keep it easy, and I will really focus on the concept and how to do things. Let's start with a simple ellipse here. Okay, it will do. I'll create a simple ellipse just like this. Now, if you come to the path here, you have the path. You can keyframe it. Here you are, I created a keyframe. Come after 1 second now with the selection tool or the pen tool if you like, you can start, changing the path. For example, I'll create 1 point here and 1 point just over here. Then click and drag them up. So I'm working on the second state. Here you are. So I drag them up here, and this one maybe we take it up. Okay, something like this. We can adjust them nicely. Fine. So actually you have 2 states now, the first state and the second state. Now if you go to the first one and press play, here you are, you notice how it's going from one state to the other. Cool. You can now create a stable situation here by just clicking on the diamond to create a new keyframe. There is no movement around here. Come to 3 seconds and let's change this one again. Let's select the path and then bring it down like this and bring this guy down. Okay, and this one over here, I hope to come up with something very nice. And maybe we add another one here and another one here, and we pull them down like this, and this guy we take it up. Okay, and something like this. Okay, this is a nice hat. Fine. So now notice what happened here. If you go at the beginning, you are going from one state to the other state. After Effects doing all the interpolation, and you created at the end your hat. You can also come back and say, okay, now I wanted to add the last one. Go back to the circle. Here you are. You have done now the animation. So actually, to animate, you keyframe the path. You go down in time, and you change the path itself, and you create an animation. I hope you are following along. If you're not, go to After Effects now, start one ellipse, Bezier, put it in a certain way, and then go to the second keyframe, design it the way you would like, then another state and another state to create something very beautiful. Go from a dog to a cat, spend time on it, play with the points, add them. There is something else I need to show you here. You notice here, we have the first vertex. You can change this first vertex, just like in masks. You can come to this point, right click and say mask and shape path. I wanted this to be the first vertex. Now if you animate, it's going to match the vertices, and notice what's happening. The animation is changing totally. If I come over here, for example, okay, and I change the first vertex to this one, to this point, mask and shape path, set first vertex. Here you are. Notice what's going to happen. The animation is going to change, but of course the final shapes are not going to change, or the final path is not going to change. If I play it now, notice what's happening. It's more interesting a bit in terms of animation. Of course here it went too fast, but I'm sure you get the point. Okay, so changing the first vertex is interesting, and it will somehow change the way the animation is going from one state to another state, because it has to match the first vertices. Let's take another example now. Let's put this one off. Okay, so we don't see anything. I'm gonna take a circle. Okay, a real circle. I'm gonna show you how to do morphing now. Fine, I have the circle over here. Let's come to the path and keyframe the path. And after 1 second, for example, whatever you like, I will create now another rectangle. But notice I'm gonna create it inside the contents here, just like this. Okay, this is the rectangle. Now I have rectangle 1, which also has a path. Okay, now I want to morph the ellipse into the rectangle 1. Very easy. I will come to rectangle 1. This is the final state. I will select the path and press Ctrl C. I will come to the ellipse now, select the path and press Ctrl V or Command V on the Mac. Now let's hide the rectangle. We don't want to see it. Let's go back. And here we are. If you play, you notice the morphing. So After Effects took care of it, yes, right? But you had a certain shape here, or a certain state, or a certain Bezier path, and then you had another one over here, and you copy and paste the path itself. Now, something important you should note. If I come over here, and let's delete this keyframe, and go to the rectangle. You remember we put the rectangle here. So if I come to rectangle 1 now, I start, for example, scaling it up, okay, and maybe doing a rotation, okay. Now, what am I working on? I'm working on the shape itself. So I give transformation to the shape. Fine. If I come and copy path from the rectangle 1, of course, none of the transformation here has been copied. If I come back to path and paste, well, look what happened. We had the original. If I put it off, it's the original path. Why? When you Ctrl C over here or Command C, you're copying the path. None of the transformation is copied with this path. So it's something to be careful about. So now I showed you how to animate and how to morph. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you in the next lecture.